Hey guys, thanks for stopping by and just checking out what I've been up to. I finally was able to add in a book shelving unit in the horror media library room. It's something it's been needing to get done because the few books that I've had over the past few years were starting to pile up and they just were never displayed properly. I mean, the only thing I had to put the books in was this old yellow milk crate, and it was just getting kind of stupid. So, but I mean, that's all I had at the time. So I'll probably get rid of the old milk crate and get another one of those right there just to be able to, have my soundtracks stored in. So hopefully Target still carries these. I don't know if they do or not. But anyway, I'll show you guys what I got added in. I even decorated it with a few of these cool zombie bust statues from Trick or Treat Studios, which is one of the most amazing things Trick or Treat Studios has put out. I love it. So I decorated it a little bit. Like I said, I found this at while I was at Target, and I really needed it because a few books that I did have were starting to pile up. And once I got this shelving unit in, I immediately went over to my wish list and was looking at other books that I've always wanted to try and get my hands on. But I'll show you guys what I have so far. I figured I'd do this video separately from the horror movie collection update video because it'd be too many videos. So I'm lazy like that. And I have this house to myself. Well, for the most part, it's quiet, so I'm able to make a YouTube video for my channel. So anyway, here you go. I'm rambling. I'll show you some books that I had to get, some good ones. The Teenage Slasher Movie book, Volume 2 from Bleeding Skull. I'd love to get the first volume, so I'm super late to that party. I never grabbed the first volume, but I do want that one if I'm able to get one. Shock Horror, an older Fab Press book, which is amazing book. I got that one for a really good deal from a second party seller. Paperbacks from Hell. That is an amazing book that I just happened to stumble upon that on Amazon. I wasn't even trying to look for that book. I think it's just one of those things where like Amazon just recommends you things just due to your purchase history. So that's how I kind of caught news on that one. And then the center section here, that'll obviously be for like smaller sized books. Right now I have a few of my buddy's fanzine magazines that he makes. It's dedicated to slasher movies. It's called Slash Dance. These are really cool to have. I've got most of them. I think I only have like volume 1 through 6. I think he's put out like a 7th one. I don't remember. And then every now and then Vinegar Syndrome, or Severn. Is it Severn? Yeah. I went ahead and kept that. That's pretty cool. So I'll keep like smaller magazines and just smaller books in this middle section. And then of course this came with the Blu-ray, which was awesome. The Legend of Boggy Creek. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that Cruel Jaws novel. I'm just gonna be honest, I'll never probably read that. So I have that one in storage right now. Here's the bigger books will go down here. The few of the ones that I have. Nightmare USA, The Art of the B-Movie Posters. That's an amazing book. This one is, if I can read that, I'm trying to read through the screen here and I shouldn't. The Art of the Horror Movies. And then Analog Nightmares. That's an amazing book. And then here's one from like pretty much my childhood that I've always wanted to have. I showed this in a previous update. The Grand Illusions, original books 1 and 2, the repressing, the Tom Savini book that I've always seen advertised in magazines growing up. So glad to finally have that in the collection. And then here is a stack of books, some that I've already had, but they were in such bad condition that I decided to look for ones that were in better condition. So here we go. I'll show you what I have, what I've gotten in recently. Stephen is a classic one. My dad had this one, so I remember growing up with this book. Stephen King's Danse Macabre. That's a must. Behind the Horror, True Stories That Inspired Horror Movies. This is an awesome book. Most of these books I quickly skim through. Some of them I'm well familiar with, but yeah, I skimmed through this one, and this is pretty cool. I enjoyed this one. A lot of the stuff you already know, as far as horror movies being inspired by true events. So good, cool crime book to have. And then one from my childhood that I used to have as a kid, Alfred Hitchcock's. I never had this whole series. This is like part of a series. Alfred Hitchcock's Monster Museum. That's pretty much what I've used for my avatar, YouTube avatar, for like years. So there you go. That's where that comes from. Fun children's book. I've always loved this book, so I had to grab another copy. I'm a bit ticked off because the book was listed as mint condition as far as the cover. He's definitely using another photo to sell this book. So it's a gigantic crease across here, but that's okay. That's fine. I mean, this book is in nice condition for the most part. And I'm rambling. I don't mean to geek out on just that one book, but I got that. This is awesome for a really cheap price, really. Horror to the Extreme, Changing Boundaries in Asian Cinema. So this is definitely a book I need to go through and study, because I'm pretty weak on some of the Asian horror cinema stuff. So that's a cool one. And here's another one. Made for TV Horrors. Are You Alone in the House? Excuse me. Are You in the House Alone? From 1964 to 1999. I quickly skimmed through this book and noticed that it did not have one of my favorite made-for-TV horror movies called Not of This World, also known as Space Killers, from 1991. Cool little alien creature movie that came on like CBS back in the day. But other than that, this book is loaded with tons of movies I never knew about, many that I have known about. It's almost depressing that there's so many movies in this book that I have yet to make it to, DVD or Blu-ray. So yeah, but great book. Terror on Tape is another classic book here. Had to get a nice clean copy of this one, just like the John Stanley one. That's the one I replaced as well, because mine was falling apart, and I had foolishly written in it and highlighted things, and so I wanted a nice clean book. I wanted that one to be nice and clean as well. So, and these books are like, to this day, they're reasonably priced. So Terror on Tape, another classic book to have. A lot of fun. Just a fun reminder what's there. Great pictures and all that good stuff. So, yep, John Stanley's Creature Features. This is a classic one, and this repress is actually it's bigger. The one that I had was a little bit smaller, and yeah, this one's actually nice. So just to let you guys know, if you didn't know already, that this repressing is definitely nicer, and maybe it's just me, but I compared it to my other book, and it just seems printed bigger. So that's cool. And then this one is completely new to me, and it's one of those books I never even heard about. And I was just digging through the books on Amazon, and I came across this one, and this looks awesome. So oh, let me get up real quick. All right, just so I can I have to be careful because some of the images, there's nudity, so, and I don't remember which books do that, so I kind of have to be careful as far as what I'm able to show. So that's that. Trash Fiend. Next one is, there's a few of these zombie books I want to get my hands on. Here's one that I have right now, second pressing. Zombie Movies, The Ultimate Guide. So that's cool. So yeah, this little shelving unit I have is it won't take long to fill up. I have a wish list that's reasonable, but I mean, I'm kind of picky, so I kind of like to collect the books that I like to collect these books that cover multiple movies and not just like, on just one particular movie. So that's pretty much what I'm going after. Suburban Grindhouse. This is cool. From Staten Island to Times Square and all over all the sleeves between. And I have to be careful. Like I said, some of the pictures have nudity, so that's cool. Got that. And most of these books I got for like a really good deal. So, Sleazoid Express. This one I definitely can't open. If I remember, this definitely has some nudity in it. This is a fun book. Alien Invasions: The History of Aliens in Pop Culture. And I have like the protective cover sleeve, but I took it off just for this video, just so it's easier to kind of show you guys. All kinds of illustrations and write-ups about each. I think it covers nearly everything. Oh, I think it's the same page. Ah, really cool. So that's a fun book. This one is Beyond Horror Holocaust. Hold on. Oh, yeah, see, some of this stuff I can't. You guys get it. Shock Express Volume 1. I've got a few more books coming to me. I was able to talk to a friend of mine who cut me a really good deal on a few out-of-print books. So Shock Express Volume 1. I remember this book, so glad to finally get that one. That's a cool one to have. And then Volume 1 of the So Deadly, So Perverse, the Giallo movies. That's a fun one. There's 3 volumes total of this one. And then the Psychotronic Video Guide, which is probably going to take me a few years to get through. This book here, I was just never able to find out in the wild. Just never could find it in any bookstore. So had to order this one. Got the other one coming for sure. So this is the second one. And then this is a really nice one. Happy to make it to the party with getting this one. The Art of Trauma. That's awesome. This book finally had me pick up Troma's War. I had never seen Troma's War, so when I was reading this book yesterday, I was like, you know what, I need to pick up Troma's War. And I'm embarrassing enough, I've never seen Troma's War. I've seen pretty much all of Troma movies, but Troma's War is one that I haven't checked out, so that'll be in my update. And I might have a few more movies in my coming horror movie collection update, because I've got a few more, I mean, not movies, but I mean a few more books. So that is the update as far as what I got added into this my horror media room. Again, I've been needing and been wanting to add in this book shelving unit, and I'm just glad I was able to have it work out and still have enough space to comfortably move around in. So you guys go. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yellow milk crate over there. I'll probably use that for something else and just get rid of that. So thanks again, guys, for stopping by and just checking out what I've been up to. I kind of wanted to get show you guys all these books and just have this be its own update instead of having to go through all these books along with the movies. I just didn't want to have to do like a series of videos and just get tired from that. So I appreciate you guys' time and stopping by, and keep collecting. Later.